Welcome to sunny Flamborough. Well, no, it's not sunny, it's dark actually. But anyway.
Howdy do.
If you're wondering, Chris is in the kitchen on his laptop. So yeah, I'm at the dining table. In there's the kitchen, and through there is like the living room bit. So yeah. So yeah, that hand you can see waving. That's Chris, obviously. Not a strange man I picked up along the way. But Chris's echo was even louder than normal. I know, because he's in kitchen. It's quite big actually, Johnny. I'll just turn camera around for you. Yeah, so this is sort of the back room bit. That's through to the living room. That's sort of a lobby where they're keeping Hoover and Bucket and whatever. Shitty arse biscuit down there. Keeps letting one drip, drop. And then obviously, baby.
What?
Baby.
What? Ooh! I'm typing in chat, do you mind?
It's got like a breakfast bar. So that's where Chris is. Yeah, Chris is sat at breakfast bar. So, but yeah, we arrived, we unpacked. It's lovely. It's lovely. We unpacked, and then Chris says, right, well, we'll go to that Tesco's. Right, so I put in sat nav and everything, because I always write down the it wasn't.
Oh my God, it's crying.
Anyway, so put Tesco's in sat nav, and on the way there, we noticed this co-op. Hello.
Yeah, looks alright, is that?
It is. It's all right. It's sort of, yeah, home from home, just 2-bedroom. It's got
Wet
quite
bedrooms are not up in top bit.
There's only 2. Do you mind? It's only 2 bedrooms. Ours is on front and Callum's is on back.
All right.
But this is the thing, Johnny. When they took Biscuit for his nightly walk, they took him to the lighthouse just down the road.
Yeah, but I was literally about 10 minutes from there.
So yeah, do you mind?
I know.
Yeah. Wally thought he'd lost his car keys, and he's saying, come here, innit? See, I'm in within striking distance now.
Let's just crack him up.
Yeah, so he comes in and he says, I can't find my car keys. He says, but my house keys is on it. He says, yeah. He says, I'll have to have a look on CCTV camera, see if I've left them in the door. So he come back and he says, I've looked in car, and he'd been down to the lighthouse previous, like just had a walk down there. So he come back and he says, they're not down there. He says, I wondered if they'd fell out of my pocket. So he looked at CCTV camera. He says, well, they're not in the door.
They were in that pocket there.
That pocket.
Well, I got my coat on, you see.
But it got like a hoodie thing.
So I didn't feel it to start with, because I got my hands in my coat pocket.
I'll do it up there.
Oh.
It's a good job. It's a good job I took the spare anyway.
That's why the spare one actually has all its details on it. Look.
Hey, I mean, look tonight, because my keys are in bowl. There's only one woman here.
Don't ruin the trifle.
Yo, I don't know about you, but because Chris says, "Oh, my legs is up tonight," he says. I says, "I tell you what," I says, "I'll swap you."
My back hurts, but I'm like I say, I'm not designed for laying on the couch.
I ended up having to lie down on the sofa, Johnny, because my back were absolutely killing me. But anyway, all's well that ends well. But yeah, right where we are, right smack back opposite is the cafe.
Yeah, I saw that one out. I think I got a couple.
Well, this is the thing. It weren't open when we arrived. So Chris says, I wonder if it's only open during season. And we've been like October. So anyway, so I was telling you, Chris put thing in sat nav for Tesco's.
Tracy's going to fire up a laptop. She's off downstairs.
Okay then. And anyway, so on his way, it were about, I think, 5-7 minutes away, this Tesco's. And I went, oh, that's that co-op there. So Chris says, oh, bugger that. He says, we'll go into co-op. But I wished you hadn't it done. We reckon they've diddled us.
Price it co-op.
Yeah. I don't fail you.
Stick with Tesco.
Anyway, so when we come out at co-op and I says, I bet you wished we'd have carried on towards Tesco's now. He said, fucking do. Yeah. But,
well, you're there anyway.
Well, that's it. Same as Chris says. He says, well, we're on holiday. It don't matter. It's only money.
You're off into bridge tomorrow then?
I don't know because his dad's supposed to be coming over tomorrow.
All right.
But we don't know anything, you know.
Yeah, you're right. It was good quality, that restream or whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said, because Chris said to me tonight, he said, are you using that restream? He says, or are you using StreamYards? And I says, well, I've already, you know, set it up for StreamYards. So, yeah. Well, anyway, so Chris is on about, you've heard of Empton Cliffs, haven't you?
No. But...
oh, yeah, it's the RSPCB.
Oh, the nature reserve thing.
Yeah. Well, anyway, he wants to go there. But it sort of left things a bit up in air because his dad's got a caravan at Hornsey, whatever you call it.
Yeah, you're not far from there.
He says, I'll be down there next week. He says, but I'm going home Monday. He says, I'm going back there Tuesday. So we don't know whether he's actually coming tomorrow or not. You know what I mean? It is. This is the thing, Amjad, and it's so easy to, you know, get to grips with it.
Hang on a minute. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, well, if bloody mouth work.
So yeah, and you know, it's like this. If anybody can do it, you know, if I can do it, anybody can. And it's very much on the same footing as StreamYards, except it don't show your names, or you can put overlays on it. You can put you know, like my intros and outros and all this. You know, I just thought, well, I'll do a quick test. I shouldn't imagine why not, Amjad. You know, if you can join on StreamYards.
Oh, it's a bit packy out here.
Where you don't.
I've not locked it. Don't worry.
Where you going then?
Knocking front door.
Yeah.
That's the
tired,
There's only one front door key and one back door key.
Yeah, they'll have other ones, won't they?
You put one in front and one in back. What did I think about?
You've had a long day, don't be picking
And true to form, we always forget something.
What, Callum? It does seem a bit quiet.
No, he's upstairs. Forgot Callum's pyjamas, so he's got to walk about in nuddy.
Oh, dear.
I don't think so, Amjad. Has to be charged.
No, the bloody look at prices.
Yeah. What it is StreamYards have been taken over or bought out by this other company. I forget what it's called, but they've bought StreamYards, and that's the reason for the price hike. Because this company have bought StreamYards.
It's going to blow up in the face, though, isn't it? Because a lot of people would leave. They won't pay that.
But no, Restream has got nothing to do with StreamYards whatsoever.
Unless you're a company, it's nowhere near financially viable to just have that on.
But Chris says that Restream, he can use his OBS as well.
Yeah, I might download OBS so I can get my 2 cameras for my bird feeder and my ground bird feeders, and I can zoom in and have them on screen at the same time.
Okay.
Live streaming 24/7.
But yeah, that's what it is, Amjad, and that's the reason for the price hike. Is this company has bought StreamYards, so the greedy because have decided, oh well, we'll make it.
Well, they managed to wipe out the share prices just by taking it over back.
Yeah, we'll try and get his money back somehow, and we'll just hike prices up. But I think it will backfire massively. Hiya, Tommy.
Yeah, I downloaded a copy of MOT sheet tonight and went through it all. Everything's covered. That should be all right.
But yeah, it's like this. Yeah, they knew they were onto a good thing when they bought StreamYards, but I think people will be jumping ship left, right, and centre.
Is it one of those bloody, what do they call them, conglomerates, where they just bloody swallow up other companies and then fucking run them into
the thing is, even if, I'm only a small YouTuber like everyone else, I cannot justify paying £37 a month.
Oh, that's ridiculous. No
way. I've got better things to spend my money on than flushing it down the toilet.
Yo, Gordo.
Hi, Gordo. How are you?
Oh,
but hello from sunny Flamborough. Well, it sort of was earlier on.
I've been too bad here today. I'm fucking fed up of every leaf from next door blowing my garden.
We've got an interloper.
Hello.
Stop doing that stupid high-pitched voice, Callum.
I'm getting
Is he
drunk.
up in the eaves then?
He's in back bedroom.
Is it an upstairs? Is it all just one level?
No, this there's a front bedroom and there's a back bedroom, and right above this window here, it's bathroom window.
Football went boring, so I turned it off.
Kina, what are you doing?
Bending spoons? Well, that sounds a bit stupid. Bria's had a look on Google and she says it's called Bending Spoons, which has brought StreamYards. What a stupid name.
Bending spoons.
Yeah, so not only the fucking upstream yards, they're also breaking spoons as well.
Probably something to do. Biscuits down here, they keep dropping his thoughts.
Biscuits, gas, yeah.
Might have a couple of beers actually.
And he kept dropping his.
Johnny,
Can you imagine being cooped up in a smallish car and dog keep farting?
Why is he telling me to get my YouTube account?
It's a chance to check all your windows go down. Buddy can drop a good few on his own, and he's only 10.
God. And it's sort of like right underneath me here.
It might have made him a bit upset and that, nervous wise and that.
He were panting a lot in Carge on it, and I think it was the fact that he realised that, you know, we weren't just going to park or
From
we
Sheffield, it's a bit of a drive, isn't it?
It took us about 2 hours.
Come on, up.
Yeah, that's about right.
But
Yeah, I'm dropping it in it morning after I've done school run.
I was going to say, are you taking an electric scooter and dropping it off?
Gary!
Yeah,
That?
Putting it straight,
Aye,
tipping
Gary.
it straight round to MOT things. So.
The runs evening then.
He's only come on to show you that he's got a can of
Is
beer.
that a Stoke fan? Stoke, are you right, Gary?
Stoke. Yo, Gary. It's a bit worn out, that one, Callum.
It is
I
Yeah,
got,
it's the old
I got
one.
a yellow Leeds t-shirt for 20 years ago. That's in better nick than that.
So yeah, see the green there, wait,
Hang
there.
on a minute.
It's like a bit worn out because I've worn it for so many years. I'm lucky.
Yeah, it were all right to start with, Gordo. But then when we'd been going about an hour, it were panting a lot. And Callum had got this, yeah. Well, put it this way.
We're annoying.
Biscuit had got more of the seat than what Callum had.
Callum up the
And
Sunderland. Newcastle's better.
It was drooling on him and he kept farting and then not long after that he started panting.
Gary, what happened to last time you played Newcastle? You lost. They lost in the cup, didn't they?
Who are you on about?
Sunderland.
It's
They
not
lost in the cup.
Sunderland.
They got battered by Newcastle.
Not
That's their rivals.
Sunderland, Chelsea.
Sunderland and Newcastle rivals. Ayo.
Gary? Well, what you're talking about that for is the Chelsea
Because
supporter.
Gary put Callum up the Sunderland.
I know, he's winding you up, Callum.
Who?
Gary says up the Sunderland because he's got red and white on.
Might as well see Southampton now, Gary.
Gary, watch it. He's had a pint, so he'll deck you.
Hey,
This is a major snug fix. I've worn it for 20 years.
you don't want me when I'm drunk because I'm a hooligan.
Ooh, that is an old one, Johnny. I mean, even when I used to make them, they were blue. They were blue.
Been good, Nick, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I actually wear them white as well, Gary.
Hey, you never know, Johnny. It might be one of them that I made.
I got that.
He's
holding me tits in.
But this is the thing, Gordo. There were nowhere else for a Biscuit to go. It got to go on back seat because the car packed it up. This car has got a lot smaller boot than what the other one had. So he had to pack it strategically.
They're not red and white, Dad. They're like blue and purple, I think.
But yeah, I think we did make because that was own
kit, in the tit area.
That was own kit, weren't it? Like yellow.
Yeah.
What
it's at least 20 years old.
Yeah. You see, when I worked in this factory, we did Leeds United. We did Leeds United Sports because it were a sports company that did sportswear.
You mean Claret? Yeah, Claret. I see.
No.
I'm on about because Dad said Scunthorpe, but naming teams that are red and white.
Mm-hmm.
And Dad says Scunthorpe, and says Scunthorpe's because I said.
It's tight, but it's well, no, it is.
Oh dear.
If I did a big stretch, I could probably rip it.
I hope you're not only one. Hiya, Barry. How are you?
Yeah, Barry.
Says I'm lost. I says you're not only one, Gordo. I ain't got a Scooby-Doo. What they're talking about?
No, I said we're naming the teams that are in red and white.
No, I don't.
So I said because Gary said Sunderland, then I said another team. I don't remember.
I ain't got a clue. You know, you may as well be talking gobbledygook for all I know, because I ain't got a clue.
Talking gobbledygook.
Yeah, MOT's 45, but I'm going to give him a little bit extra. Could you kindly keep your prod into the
Candy
the
cane.
side?
I
Nah, she's
I
all
think
right,
you'll
mate.
be all right, Johnny.
She's
I don't
fine,
think.
she's
I
fine.
don't think you've got out to worry about.
He wanted to do that bloody boot. Obviously, a proper job were to weld it, but we couldn't. There you go.
Ooh.
I've made it structurally sound. That's all it needs to be.
What's an assist hook when it's at home, Gordo? Nah, you're talking.
Oh, I've been one of them ones that like buzzes when it gets a pull-on line.
Ah, it
So you
notifies
don't have to have it in your hand all the time. You can just actually have a little.
Ah.
Instead of being there with a can of beer, try to fucking find that luminous bit on end.
Tells you when you've got a bite.
I've got loads of fishing gear. I just haven't used it since I moved here. I've got brewing gear that I ain't used since I moved here.
It saves you a lot of money.
All right, Gordo, it's been a while. I've been told no, it isn't. Does it help you thread it on?
I've not got a Scooby-Doo what it is. So that's number 2 that I don't understand.
I'm not asking you know what, because I'll get a fucking 10-minute speech about it. Do you like the place then as well, Callum? It's nice looking.
Yeah. Nice, yeah. I did a tour on TikTok.
No, it runs on the side of the layer.
Because
it's a trailing hook on a line that runs alongside of the lure.
I have no idea what you're on about.
Well, some of lures are like a feeder, like a plastic feeder, and when you throw it in,
yeah.
I bet you probably tell me that's fucking wrong. Yeah, just to slide into this. No.
Oh dear, baby.
Well, let's put it this way: if I go downstairs and get that big yogurt, I could end up with some cotton.
Will you pass me my phone? Gordo sending.
I'm testing your stitching. I'm testing your stitching, Jeanette.
I didn't put it all together myself. You know, there's other people involved in it.
I'm gonna go now. I might watch some YouTube.
And don't forget it's got a number on the back.
Bye.
See you later.
See you later.
See you next week back at home.
It's the no, first protocol is the overlock. Well, obviously cutting it first, and then it would go to overlockers to be put together, and then they'd be putting trims on, neck trims, and then they sew around the bottoms and
Tracy's mum worked for Burton's in Leeds, that big factory.
I says I might have made that top what Johnny's got, because we did Leeds United. Yeah, we're near Scarborough, Bridlington, sorry. And Scarborough.
Literally about 10 minutes.
Yeah. And
what are you doing?
You've heard of Flamborough Lighthouse, but it's about 5 minutes. Yeah, you can actually see it from our bedroom window, and it's about a 5-minute walk, and it does light up at night time.
Yeah, but I thought it was like, you know, like movies where you see big yellow
like a
street.
Belisha Beacon.
Yeah, it's not as like somebody stuck in a light bulb on them.
Yeah, I think Tracy just brought me back door. That sounds wrong, doesn't it?
What?
Oh, I've never used that kind of thing. I just throw maggots in and a worm won't end it up.
It's called
fishing hook.
It's fly fishing, isn't it?
He's a
not
Neanderthal as well.
I'm
It's
not
a
saying
trailing
no,
up
no,
on the
no.
line that runs alongside of the lure, and it's called a bait. I forget what it's called now.
Okay, now. You'd be better off going at sea. Barry's up in Glasgow. I was up there last 2 years ago now, isn't it?
Oh, what a company name.
What?
Bending Spoons.
Oh, fucking. They should be called shooting themselves in the foot.
Exactly. People will be jumping ship in droves.
So, well, remember when Richard worked out over there?
Yeah.
When Richard worked out the yearly subscription, fucking hell. Unless you're a company, you're not going to pay that at all.
I mean, I couldn't even justify paying 37 quid a month. I've got better things to spend my money on. And it's gone up 16 quid per
Where's
month.
Richard tonight?
I've no idea.
Probably been pinned down by a cat. Yeah, you hoovered it all out, checked all. You can fail your MOT on your windscreen washer not being empty. She's filled at top.
What?
Oh, he only does sea fishing. I have got some sea fishing gear. Got some massive reels for sea fishing. That's all in the other in that big shed. I'm going to sort it out after Christmas. I'm not doing it now. I cleared out. Haley's here from Wednesday till Sunday.
Yeah,
So.
I've got to admit, I've never fished. Only down when I were a kid, down to pond for tadpoles and
Newts.
what's my jig? Yeah, frog spawn. That's the only thing I went fishing for, and it weren't even anything sophisticated. It was just a net. So yeah, that were about as complicated as.
Hello.
How you doing today?
I'm all right. We're on the holidays. So yeah.
And I'm in a tight vest. I've worn this top for 20 years and I know why. My tits don't fit. I'm being flattened. And apparently Jeanette used to make these tops, so I'm testing the stitching at the moment.
Helped make them.
Are you trying to give him like a reverse boob job?
No, it's just Callum's wearing a football top and I thought I'll drag mine out of storage.
I can be the voice of experience that binding to try to keep them from getting bigger does not always work because
well,
it does not always work.
I wasn't going to look evil, but
I tried. I desperately tried when I was a kid. It didn't work.
you know what is known as ample. So is Jeanette, actually.
Yeah, but
ample. That's what you want, though, isn't it?
All my reels are heavy duty, 7,000 with £30 main line and £100 leader line.
He's trying to catch Jaws.
But no, I'm we're
I
on
won't
that.
take a picture of anything less than 4 inches going up.
But this is the thing, and this is what confuses me, right? You pay for a fishing license when you go to certain places, right? But you have to put it back once you've caught it. So
yeah, but would you want to eat out of a British river?
No.
Yeah, that ain't that way here. I've never understood that.
Our rivers are heavily
you're
polluted.
paying for the privilege of catching a fish that you're not going to keep because you're supposed to put it back.
Yeah,
Unless
I've
you're
never
up in the
understood
Dales
that.
or up in Scotland or like that, you're not going to get fresh water.
This may be the soft side of me, but the people that are fishing just to catch it and throw it back and have no intention of ever keeping any fish bug me. Because it's one thing if you're actually trying to fish and catch fish and trying to get food for your family, and you can't keep certain ones from regulations and stuff like that. That's a different thing than you're just hooking and tormenting fish all day long just for the thrill of doing
that's what
it.
they're doing in the UK.
But this is the thing as well. In this country, if you go on a tuna fishing boat and you actually catch tuna, you can't keep it. The boat
Straight to
owner.
my cupboard.
Hi,
Straight to my
partners.
Hey up.
So what's point in that? You know, paying to go out on a seaboat to catch tuna that you're catching it for the privilege of the boat owner.
I don't fucking get this at all. I'm sorry. Look, all things aside, there's things I think both countries have right and things I think both countries have wrong. The whole fishing just to fucking fish, I will never fucking get. It doesn't it doesn't make sense. It's weird. It just, I don't like trophy hunters that don't use the actual animal after. I don't like poaching. I don't like fishing where it's just fishing for the sake of fishing without using any of it. I don't like when people are putting animals through this distress for nothing.
That's it.
Plus, you don't like Gordo.
Gordo, you can only land sea bass certain times of the year. But yeah, you know, I can't understand this about tuna. Tuna is one of the most expensive fish to actually, you know, like when you're catching tuna.
It fucking is when
It's worth a
you
lot
give
of
it to
money.
your cat. Is when you give it to your cat as well.
But what I'm saying, Johnny, is if you look, they get so much to pound for tuna, and the bigger the tuna, the more they get paid. And this is why the boat owner.
They don't make it out.
Hello.
That's also, by the way, why tuna and salmon are so common in cat food. It's because there's so many of them being caught because of that high value that all the ones that don't meet standard for the high-end fish are sold off in mass to cat food companies.
They've got to be a certain size, otherwise they've got to go back.
They've got to be a certain size. They've got to have a certain color. They've got to have a certain smell and texture. Otherwise, they're not going to have the quality, and you're not going to get the sales of those expensive fuckers who buy things.
What you eating, Richard?
No, I'm just trying to wipe some shite off my chin. I don't know what it is.
It's just fuck off.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, is right. It's like, so I understand that stuff. It's like I said, I don't even mind those who are like trophy hunters or mostly catch and release. If they at least use some of what they're
I'm currently
catching.
suffocating in this very last Legionite. I've won this for 20 years, Richard.
No.
My tits have been.
Gordo says the reason why they have restrictions is because
one second, because I was actually really clear on that. It's one thing. One sec, guys. Can I please say this while I can actually remember to respond here? It's one thing to be fishing and you're following restrictions and you can't keep certain ones because they have to be thrown back. There's still an issue with that sometimes because, again, there is a percentage of the fish that die from the injuries to the mouth from being caught and released and stuff like that. So there's still some issues with that, but that's restrictions I understand. It's the people who do only catch and release, and they're not fishing because they need food. They're not fishing because they want food. They just want to fish. That's what I find weird.
That's it. I mean, I never understand fishing.
Okay, I grew up. I grew up hunting and fishing. I'm a mountain girl. I was 6 the first time I was catching catfish. I helped my mom gut a deer when I was 6. So I mean, it is what it is. Actually, I was younger than 6 during the gutting a deer. I was not quite 7, almost 7 when I actually shot my first deer. So when I say this criticism of certain types of hunters and fishers, I don't say this maliciously or against hunting and fishing.
Money bags.
I say this as the voice of experience, you know?
Yeah. I mean, if you've grown up doing that, and yet you're still against it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm against the abusive practices some people do in it. I am not against hunting and fishing. In fact, I believe hunting and fishing can actually be much more humane than the processing plants and buying in bulk or going to places that have feed yards or shit like that.
See you later, Gordo. But the thing is, the thing about the game hunting as well is certain things are bred just for that specific. No, I don't agree with that. No,
I don't like when people are intentionally creating habitats just to be hunted in, stuff like that. I find creepy. But yeah, I've been out hunting and stuff in the woods. Look, like I said, I've been shooting animals and feeding family and stuff since I was little. I remember 6 years old walking into the house at my cousin's place. My cousin was closer to my dad's age, so he was one of the adults. And my mom going, "What you guys doing? Learning to shoot. That's nice. Don't shoot your brothers." My sister's out there too. My first response to "don't shoot your brothers" was, "My sister's out there too." It's like, "Mom, do I have a loophole here? Don't shoot her either." Oh. I learned fishing and archery and hunting and how to shoot guns and all that between the ages of 5 to 7. It was never an over it. It was never an issue.
Don't you think that fish farms are better than overfishing wild fish stocks? See, this is what I don't understand about it, partners. They breed them so they can put them in these lakes and whatever for people to catch them.
Yeah, fish farms to produce fish, so they don't want to cull certain populations because some fish have more issues surviving in wild than others right now. That's one thing. Fish farms where they're literally, it's like you're fishing in a barrel and they're charging tourist fees for people to fish out of an area that's overcrowded and uncomfortable for the fish. That's a different thing. And that's,
but
we used to have those around where I grew up, and they bothered
take that into account when they fill in these ponds, you know what I mean? They've got to have a certain quota where they, we'll put X amount of fish in this pond. And
the other thing is, globally, statistically, most of the fish farms where you pay a fee to fish them in these little pre-planted holes, most of them don't let you keep it. So it's not the same thing as fishing the wild fish either.
It's up to no good.
See, I try to consider myself rational, reasonable. I'm just literally after, let's minimize our impact on animals and wildlife. And this is also the problem I have with a lot of factory farming, not just animal production, because the chemical runoff, the residues, the combine damage to small animal species, the hunting of animals that they consider threats to the farms and other stuff like that actually causes massive amounts of death in wildlife every year. And so this is where I laugh when all these vegans and vegetarians are like, you're more humane if you eat this stuff. It's like, you're still killing animals, honey. I grew up in South Dakota. I live in Iowa. Do you know what farm areas smell like when they're doing combine harvesting? You could smell the animal blood from the animals they're running over with them.
Yeah.
And in almost every country, yours included, ours included, they allow up to a certain amount of dead rodents, dead bugs, and other stuff inside the vegetables and fruits when they're harvested. Because you can't avoid it in large production.
What's your luck, right?
I have dealt with in Iowa here the last few years, the runoff from the farms is actually causing a mass fish die-off every spring. And so you'll just see dead fish across the water surface. And if the wildlife eats those fish, there's a percentage of them that will have seizures and or die from toxins from those fish.
But you see, we've had a problem just lately with our water companies flushing sewerage out into open waters.
To be fair, we're fucked up anyways here, because over here in East Iowa is actually where the home base for Monsanto is. So they're in Williamsburg. They're in Williamsburg. And actually, what's scary is their main production building and their home base runs into a river that connects to a fucking school. Yeah. So
I'll tell you something as well, Partnest. We went past wet wine.
I don't consider myself a tree hugger. I don't consider myself a big, necessarily huge in the other side. I just consider myself rational, where we should try to minimize our impact on nature and still try to make things as cheap and easy and affordable for the poor as we can.
Carry out of that.
Penis juice.
Do you know?
No, it was wax.
Tissue drunks.
It wasn't penis juice, it was wax all. That's why it's shiny.
You know, it really hurts a lot when I'm trying to have serious conversations and that tick comes out. Because it does not lead to being serious for a fucking second.
Oh, don't be serious.
Not sorry. Fuck off.
Serious is depressing. Can't power a beer to save my fucking life.
Tourette's can make things very interesting sometimes when you're trying to be serious. It's like I'm talking to a friend the other night and I'm trying to have a serious conversation with him. And there's 2 fucking ticks I've picked up towards him. He is a very, very flamboyant gay guy. And one of them is just calling him a hoe. The other one is calling him, let's say, a British cigarette with a word added to it for his kink.
3 letters. Is it 3 letters?
Yeah. And so I will start ticking this out. And the thing is, I don't even say these words in my speech. I'm one of those, I am free speech absolutist, and that includes people having the choice not to say certain words if they don't like them. You speak them, don't speak them, should be completely up to you. I don't tend to like slurs. I don't care if other people say them around me, you know? So I don't say these. So when I tick it, he's laughing his ass off every fucking time.
In fact, you might find that your awning's blown down before you needed to do it.
Just tell them that they're a bad influence on you.
Nice juice. Then
How's it for MOT tomorrow, Richard?
Yeah.
I have 2 best friends I do a lot of video chats with and hangouts with. One is
one of the
Southern British guy.
Have him for an MOT.
One is a Southern British guy who's almost as British redneck as you can get. The other is a little Asian guy up in fucking Canada. Here's my ticks. When I'm talking to my British friend, I will often tick things like wanker, limey, and shit at him. When I'm talking to my Asian friend up in Canada, I tick shit at him like Captain Asian tick and micro penises of the north and shit like that.
Hi, Barefoot. How are you?
Hello.
Cheers, John.
So it's like, I know my Tourette's just kind of likes to offend both me and the people I'm talking to. But my friend up in Canada, I had one day I was ticking so bad and I got stuck in this loop, and like 20, 30 times in a row, I kept ticking Captain Asian to get him. And after a while, he just started crossing his arms and goes, yeah, I love you too, you fucking bitch.
This tastes like somebody's put a lemon and a lime up fucking glass.
These are the things when people see me on these streams and you hear a tongue click here or a swear here or there. Well, first of all, I'm not usually on stream when I'm having a really bad tick day, you know? But it's also when I'm having really bad tick days, some of the shit I say and do to the people I love really.
Oh, Chris, why do we need to know that?
But this is the thing. I mean, it's like.
If your husband's close enough, give him a slap. See what he just put in there.
I know.
That's the worst as well when you've been holding on for it a bit, Chris. It won't be like a young log.
Well, it's a good job we Nate Cliffs, put it that way.
Apparently, I have a little horny chick up here in my Tourette's too. Because when I start getting really ticky and my husband's around, I start ticking do me at him and lick me at him all the time.
Fair dues.
It's just, which usually he just smiles and goes, bedroom's right there. Okay, lift your legs or something. It's like, shut up.
Well, I need to find a woman with Tourette's who's got the same thing.
Ticks do not mean consent.
You're a bit too far away though, Rosetta.
That's what I need, yeah. A woman with Tourette's who's got that horny bit that you're on about. No problem.
I think the worst one I have isn't even swearing. It's just because it shocks people so much when it comes out, because I picked up this tick over the summer that I can't seem to get rid of, which is every time I see planes in air, landing, taking off, flying across the sky, I start ticking Dodge Towers.
Dodge Towers.
It's not so much the tick. I think it's the sensitive subject matter.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I have a very dark sense of humor. Me and my friends literally not only sit here online and play Cards Against Humanity, we're playing a version where we're building our own deck of answers and questions. And the fucked up dark shit me and my friends come up with is one of the darkest decks in this entire website. So I have a dark sense of humor, but there's a time and a place for it. And it's not fucking ticking in front of families out there in airports. You know?
I was going to say this sort of, subject matter. And is that one of them? Is that one of them fortune-telling things, Johnny?
Yeah.
So
I've asked it if it's going to pass MOT, and it said yes 3 times.
This is just the struggles people don't see with Tourette's. That, and since I do have physical tics, I have done things like
test centered window and go
crack my knee into the car frame trying to get stuff out of the car before, or slam my thumb wrong when I tick and end up cracking it and stuff like that have happened. So
yeah, it's
physical tics kind of suck.
Oh, biscuit.
Yes, Bria, love Cards Against Humanity. If I can finish getting everything uploaded into the deck me and my friends are building and get all the cards edited, it'll be a deck of almost 4,000 cards.
Every 12 months.
I love playing Cards Against Humanity with my friends. We do it on my streams or on streams I help co-host multiple times a week usually, and we are all fucked up. And if you play on Mini Decks, which is a website that does a knockoff version of it, you can put in on the games where people can write in their own answers.
I mean, just change religions, isn't it?
No, Biscuit dropped his guts.
Look, I offend people. I'm the one who writes cards like feeding starving children, starving African children.
Christ.
Jesus, what? Or it would
I will go for the guttural shit. I'm a native chick, and I've written things about making smallpox blankets out of the scalp slits of your slain enemies.
You've got
hey! While I remember, on the way down here, we passed a Lamborghini. We passed it.
It was in flames.
No, it brought back to a low loader. But we still passed it.
That's the only way you can drive one without ruining them. Just put
yeah, there weren't no number plate or nothing on it, so I'm wondering.
Gary, it's me. My tits are getting squeezed. Don't be confused.
I think the one that was weird, some of the weirder ones to me were some of the things I'd seen in, doing food service, retail, and working with call centers and stuff. Some of the things me and my husband saw during that time. Some of my favorites, the guy who called in when my husband was working billing at a call center because he wanted a refund because the adult entertainment video he ordered did not actually have his girlfriend in it like he was promised.
You beat uploading again, Richard?
Or the guys that ordered at the drive-thru and drove up to the drive-thru naked with her blowing the guy at the window. And my sweet little elderly coworker who just leaned out the window and went, "Oh, honey, couldn't you at least wait for the food?" It's like, okay. Yeah.
It's going to be 15 degrees here tomorrow.
And I can understand a little bit of the exhibitionist stuff, but going to a business where most of the employees are going to be teenagers seems really creepy to do that shit at, But people are weird. I swear, people are fucking
Have you got
weird.
a schedule then, Jeanette?
No, not really. Same as I say, his dad said that...
Say what? Stick a penis in your butt.
We know today, but we're coming back tomorrow. So I don't know what time he's coming, whether he's coming tomorrow, but he did say we're coming back to Hornsey tomorrow. So I don't know. It might not even be tomorrow. Same as Chris says, I'm not waiting about for him. He says he's got stuff.
Even if he does turn up, you're not going to be far away. So you'll be in that area, won't you? So
but yeah, he said it will come into us, you see. So I don't know.
Well, that's where that site is where my mum is. Just on the outskirts.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what site his caravan's on, but he's got a caravan out there. But
my mum's got two bathrooms. It's an house. Big static. 37 foot.
One of them out low loader, and I says to Chris, that's some posh caravan. And
that might wheel spin me Jag. Try to move that, Richard.
Baby. Just let this get out, see if he wants to shit, because he keeps dropping them and I'm ready for passing out here.
It's Flamborough, not Flamborough.
You like a Turkish belly dancer now.
Here's Chess.
Yeah, it's Flamborough. So yeah, I mean, we have been here before, but not stayed here. But we've been here before. We've been
hey, Chris, it's amazing how quick you've got a tan.
I know, isn't it?
And this is, oh God. We're not. We're in the cottage, Park Nest. It's a cottage. I'm getting drunk. And we're on Lighthouse Road. And the lighthouse is literally 5 minutes down the road.
Never mind, Lighthouse. Take biscuits at Shite House.
No.
But yeah, it's not. It's a cottage. They were originally fishermen's cottages.
No, Gary, they haven't turned up with a fucked up yogurt. It's Chris's dad. Partner. At first I thought he said I met a guy in Hornsey, so well, you know, what happens in Hornsey stays in Hornsey.
Hello.
2-0.
But yeah, it's his dad.
I'm going too far, baby.
It's his dad, and it's a static. Yeah, Chris's dad has got a static caravan at Hornsey.
Right.
My
mum's is on the Cowden site. My mum.
I have an interesting drawing that was sent to me. One of my friends I do streams in my house with actually drew a picture of me as a princess.
Anthony.
You get a picture of me as a princess.
It must be catching Bria.
Is that
no?
Jill, is that Jill one? Or you just
what? No, this one is a drawing one of my friends did of me as a princess, and then sent it to me.
I recognise the upper half.
But yeah, I don't know exactly.
Same colour.
I don't know exactly what you know what.
Anthony, where have you been blown to this week?
Blow it, suck that.
He'd have to. He's on his own.
Yeah, I live on my own. Yeah, I can't read stuff.
No, I meant Anthony.
All right.
Wanker.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's been doing it all day, even in car.
And then that took in one.
To be fair, the wanker tick usually comes out at my friend who is a British guy named Richard. So you're kind of in the
Well, I'm a British guy. I'm called Richard.
You're in a position where you remind me of it.
And I live alone, so yeah, I am a wanker.
He's a wanker, and it does him good, like a bloody well should. He's a wanker, and he's always.
You don't use it, you lose it. Simple as that.
Correct. Oh yeah.
Why when older guys get older, they have violence.
My friend's tried and tested. We won't go down that road again.
I'm a wanker. It's a good song you should listen to.
Yeah, I've heard it.
Several times.
We'll try this one now.
Have you wanked to the song "I'm a Wanker" though? There's the
No, I don't
question.
wank to songs.
No.
Not that kind of song.
Not better
Anyway.
songs to wank to. You know, like the old time classic "Knees Up, Mother Brown."
I like
He also
dishwashers.
likes dishwashers. Bria's poor.
I've got a. I don't like. Can I handle it? Said I did myself. Then no, I don't like. Never even seen a dishwasher. But my
One here. It's got
Well, you're not supposed to call them that.
Just don't call giving your wife a cream pie loading the dishwasher.
yeah, I've got a wife, so there's no chance of me calling that.
I'm trying to ignore what's above me.
I have, but I've been loading myself because I do washing in this house. Washing up in this house.
Oh yeah.
That's a dark beer. That one.
No,
That
when
one
we've
really
come here,
dark,
just
isn't
put dishwasher. Yeah,
Tell it
we've
to
got a
sit down.
dishwasher. I am
Jeanette-
ready.
I never married by the dishwasher.
Yeah, Jeanette's dishwasher also walks the dog.
I married her.
God bless you, slut.
But it is. I haven't seen it myself.
Not
but
for 20 years.
Yeah.
My
Chris
slut
says
days
it
are
is.
over.
You know what days are over?
My slut days.
Yeah, so am I.
That looks like a bloody pint of Boddingtons. I don't know about
Gary, is you on strip chat?
I'm going to say who you're asking. Depends who you're asking.
Oh, that's a dark
I
beer.
thought, are you asking if somebody actually starring on it or somebody watches it? Because if you want to see
What is
somebody
strip chat
watches
anyway?
it, I've got it saved as a favourite here.
This one's
I
called
have
Heavy Lifting.
no idea what strip chat is.
I ain't either, Rosetta, so I wouldn't have a clue.
It's like, look, I've been a boring married woman for 18 years.
I mean, sort of. I suppose the clue's in the name. Strip chat.
That's a shortcuts, Gary.
What are you doing? But yeah.
What's going on in Richard's corner? I've never
Well,
needed some partners.
Like somebody starting a tractor, then what was that?
Chris.
Right.
Go on then. There's a breakfast. There's a breakfast bar in there, and it's got obviously like them chairs that Johnny's got.
Like tiled flooring.
Yeah, and it's tiled floor.
It's just.
I hope I've never worked behind a bar either, partners.
I'd just be shit faced all the time. Fucking say, oh, you want one as well? Go on then.
One of these days, I'm going to get bored and I'm going to count how many times I take penis juice in a day.
But this is the thing. I ain't got the personality for behind a bar, because if some guy
After ice, you'd punch him in the face.
yeah, no, I mean, if he come and he started getting it all that, and he were pissed up, I'd punch his lights out. So I ain't
That's
got
why you need to work
you
front
know
door
what I mean?
instead.
No, I won't. Even though that you're supposed to defuse the situation,
Yeah.
I'd tell him to F off and go and harass somebody else.
Just don't do things like I did when I was working in food service, where I
Just
can.
play some ice cubes strategically.
I was working food service. The guy came in, plastered ass and drunk, and at some point of it, I decided I was done with his ranting and raving and abusive behavior, and so I convinced him that he couldn't yell at me because he was hallucinating and I didn't exist.
Well,
doing things like moving quickly to make me blur in his vision,
Richard,
and moving slightly out of his reach when he tried to touch me to see if I was real. All of it.
Yeah, I didn't know I were real, Rosetta, because they'd had two black eyes.
You ever use the carpet cleaner and you get that fucking muck left in them? Fucking test that.
Dark beer.
Well, then he went over and started yelling at my manager because obviously I wasn't there to yell at, so he needed somebody who would take care of things for him.
What's it taste like again, Johnny?
Carpet cleaning fluid. After it's been through fluid, after it's been through carpet. Usually does. All this real ale stuff always, to me, just tastes shit. Yeah.
Oh,
have you
fucking horrible.
Say that's back right.
Honestly, it tastes like the fucking Vax leftovers.
A few of my mates, they used to be drinking all this real ale shit, and to me, it was just horrible, bloody awful rubbish.
It says Scottish heavy dark amber beer which lets the malt shine through.
Put 4 of them in, is that right?
That is horrible. What am I going to do with that?
Blood.
I don't want to waste my ice cubes.
Chuck it out through window, Johnny.
I would, but I'll have a fucking beanstalk there by morning. Oh my God, sweet Lord above. I'd rather siphon a diesel tank than taste like it. Oh my God.
That was like me with that pink gin.
I won't be a pussy about it. We'll just double check it's fucking horrible.
He's got.
Oh.
You can tell that look on his face. It's not very nice.
No better second time. Oh.
Well, let's put it this way. I've defined this in a long time. We all have heard the nice girls spit, naughty girls swallow. I think we're missing a step in that. Kinky girls gargle with that shit. I mean,
oh, do you want me to gargle it? Oh, for God's sake. I'm not going to swallow an ice cube then. Oh, God, hang on.
now we'll let you all guess. We'll let you all guess if I'm nice, naughty, or kinky.
Or all three.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my God. I've done half of it now, though, but...
The more you drink it, Johnny, does it taste a bit better?
Did you spit it, Johnny? Did you swallow or did you gargle then?
Gargled it.
I don't know what it means. Which one was kinky? Is that gargle?
Yeah.
Again.
I don't know, Richard. It's been a while.
Which have to know which one was kinky? Is that gargle?
I've always thought to myself, Richard, once it's like left the area, it's forgot to do with me.
As long as you don't fucking spit it on carpet, you're not so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, hell, let's just go brazen. Okay, let's do a poll here. Who of you thinks I'm nice, naughty, or kinky?
You just jump off bed and wipe it on curtains? Oh, good.
No, that's just senselessly dirty.
No, we're not in an hotel. We're in a cottage.
No, it's out the way curtains.
Not in an hotel.
You know, it's a better way of weighing your curtains down than sewing 2 pences into the bottom.
Oh dear.
Kinky.
There's one vote, huh?
It's your turn, Johnny. It's your turn now, Johnny.
I'm still recovering from that.
Kinky, dirty, what other one? I can't remember.
A nice
I'm
day.
all free, to be honest. I'm a cheeky bugger, me, sex
Well, you're supposed to, it's a poll, is this? I've done my answer.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant ABLC.
No.
Either, whatever.
I can't say either.
Just
As long as my legs are shaking a bit. It's all good.
just remember, I'm a good little housewife.
Yeah, whatever. You're kinky then.
Kinky, yeah.
I love that. Find out I'm a housewife. It's like, okay, she's
The way I'm
definitely a
squashing
kinky
my
bitch.
tits in this t-shirt, I'm kinky as well.
Hey, I'm an asswife.
Yeah, you're into your kink, as Gary says.
I'm an housewife then, because it's it.
I have news for you. Even if I'm not squeezing my tits, they do this shit.
It's to drink.
They just go everywhere. There's a little much here. They don't like to stay in place. So if I don't squeeze them, they're everywhere. They still do this.
I'm nearly there. Oh.
What can you do, right?
I'm burping it back, not tasting it better even. Tim, I need your help.
I always ended up talking about tits or shit or something on here.
Well, I'm not divulging what I do.
Who do what?
I says I'm not divulging what I do.
All right. No, you're not supposed to divulge what you do. The poll was, what do you think she does? That was the poll. You have to guess what she does.
Yeah. Will she dance around the pole? That's what we're asking.
You know what I mean?
I wouldn't hazard a guess.
I would rather, if I'm going to be dancing around something, I'd rather dance around naked in the rain. But I quit doing that after I got hit by lightning. So that's not when I got hit by lightning, though. I was actually being good when I got hit by lightning.
All right. You got hit by lightning?
Yeah, I got struck
an umbrella in the middle of
I got struck about over the summer of last year, and it was actually, it hit the street next to the house where I was dealing with this stuff in the car park, and it switched sideways and hit me under the fucking carport.
Ah, knickers.
So I actually have about a hand-sized patch on my leg that's like leather. It's a scar. So,
Gary wants to know, have you got a floppy duster?
Why does that sound like a bad euphemism?
Floppy duster. Oh my God. Quick, chuck a bucket of water or that chat.
I bought myself two of them big bottles of that Smirnoff Ice.
Oh well.
But I just didn't feel like it tonight. I'm so knackered.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Hey.
You stand there stretching your leg out, Biscuit. Is that soap fork comes out easy?
Hello, Tracy. The words of you to come up. Coming up. Somebody told us. Tracy.
No,
she says you were firing.
Oh, right, but she said she was coming up. Sorry, I stand corrected. Tickling.
I hope that's no word of a lie, Tracy. Tonight, I was looking through cupboards, and in one of the drawers where the microwave is, now because it's got like a built-in cooker. It's like two big drawers underneath. So I pulled one out, and it got like a roasting tin. I went, "Oh look, there's a tin here. I can bake tomorrow." Chris said, "You're on holiday." "No, you're not." I says, I was joking. But yeah, it was like in one of the drawers. And I went, "Oh look, there's a baking tin here. I can bake." Oh, Dartsy Pants in there said, "No, you're not. You're on holiday."
I'm not sorry.
I do not recommend that. That was fucking disgusting.
You've got to have a good one next. It's, the rule of what's it, jig?
That's put me off having any more tonight. Oh, swirl it down with some lemon water. That was absolutely fucking horrible.
The darker it goes, the shitter it tastes. Yeah.
I could have undersealed my car with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I were only kidding him with him, Tracy. I was winding him up.
Oh. That was bloody horrible. Disgusting.
Is it one of them, Johnny, that leaves a funny taste in your mouth?
I fucking tastes funny out my out. I don't mean that sounds fucking weird. That no. This is something I don't want to burp back. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
It tastes worse when you're pulling it out. Yeah, I know what you mean, Johnny.
Oh,
I don't know yet, Tracy. We've had fish and chips tonight because it's been all go. So needs to go to
turn camera around, Jeanette. She hasn't seen it. Lovely little play.
That's in like living room bit. Coffee table. It's got a glass lid with 4 compartments. Right. This is in here. This is the.
These are a garden. She's not showing it. Bloody garden.
What's that banister?
Yeah.
Thing? Go back round, you know. What's that banister thing? They're that banister for what?
There's a step down, look.
Oh, it's because it steps up, look.
Yeah, because there's a step.
Yeah. I thought they were like a seat. I thought that bucket. I thought it was a toilet or something. I thought what?
No, that's a waste paper bin.
Yeah, I thought somebody fits in a little shit house so she can be asked walking back to get off thrown.
Books.
He brought some books with you.
No, they were here when we got here. That cupboard there's got all Hoover and.
You have to put dog on back seat. Didn't have room for books, Rich.
That's why it smells so shit.
What?
It's not a piss pot holder.
This is
Richard, not that shitty ass dog out.
That's
Chris looks like a DJ sat there. DJ Pix is in the house.
I'm Biscuit over at Cliff, right? He'll soon shit then.
Oh, God almighty.
Well, somebody know there if he's farted.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't farted just now. Even
Hey, why you put him in kitchen with Richard?
Oh, dresser, high chair, look.
Yeah.
Oh, you can have Khalid then. I'll drop him off in the morning.
But yeah, it's a lovely place. And that in there, Richard, is a log burner.
Right.
In that fireplace.
Right.
It's one of those cottages, right?
Do you know a 4-wheel buggy? I'm going to strap it to the back of the car. Jeanette can sit on it and she'll be like that, going up and one.
Yeah. But yeah, it's got a long garden. Back garden. Very, very long.
Yeah. I think I know which ones they are. Because I went for a walk from site down onto that and then
There's cottages actually. There's 5 in this row, and then there's actually some across road as well.
What's it called? Where you are, Robin Hood's base.
Lighthouse Road, it's called.
Lighthouse Road.
Back in a minute.
But yeah, I reckon it's well worth money. And it's got a bath and a shower. Dishwasher. Well, it did say it's got a washing machine, but Chris can't find it. That's probably because they don't use it hardly at home. No, I'm only joking there, by the way. But yeah. And I says they probably hid it away. I don't know. Normally, you know, one of these kitchen cupboards, they put it behind the kitchen cupboard door, but I don't know. He says he's had a look and he can't find a washing machine, so I don't know. And they've even left us some washing tablet things for dishwasher. So we ain't got to go out and buy any of them. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, it's nice, Tracy. It's within distance, you know, Scarborough, Bridlington, Filey. But yeah, I mean, as you can hear, it's as quiet as a mouse down here. There's like these 5 cottages, and there's some opposite, right? That's it. And you can probably go a mile down road and you're not seeing another house for ages. And yeah, Chris, it's within 5 minutes at Lighthouse, walking, that is. So it's all right. And the Lighthouse was working. But Chris said he'd envisioned it, you know, like a lighthouse being like, you know, it likes off a
looks like you've got a golf course right at your back garden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you look, if you go down on bikes, there's a golf course just over the other side.
Yeah. You're in that like small group of cottages, aren't you? With golf course.
Yeah, there's 5. There's 5, I think.
Penis juice.
So yeah, they've all. I know there's some across road because facing where we parked our car, they were like parking spaces, and it says this, you know, for private to whatever cottage, private to whatever, you know what I mean? So I know there's some cottages cross way.
Yeah, it's like is it like a white wall with signs on?
Yeah.
Yeah, signs on saying private parking St Agnes, High Low, West Cottage, and all that crap.
Yeah, crossroad. I tell you what else.
And you've got a cafe dead opposite, almost.
Yeah.
The cafe.
Yeah.
Cliff End
right
Cafe.
next door to End Cottage, there's a Coast Guard lifeboat thingamajig.
Yeah. All right, Cliff End Cafe.
Yeah, that's smack bang opposite where we are. We're number 2.
Yeah, I found I'm just looking now. So you'll have like a drive at front of that property, won't you? The drive.
Yeah. It's like as you pull off at Rowood, it's like a fenced bit where you pull in. There's like enough parking for 2 cars.
Yeah, I'm right outside now looking.
And Pebbles going down front path.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is a golf course over at back.
Yeah, it's right at your back. Get right at the back of your garden. It is. Surprised you don't get the odd stray ball coming over.
That's what Chris said. He said, so long as the ball don't come over and like knock me unconscious, I don't give a stuff.
It's bloody close. It's right at back. It's just there, the actual ninth.
This time when you went out for a cigarette, you could see them walking around golf course.
Yeah, I think it's the 9th greens at back, right at your back gate.
I don't. All I know is I've seen them walking about playing golf.
Yeah.
But yeah,
bloody breathe with that thing on.
Richard's got it up on
Google Maps. What have they found you?
Yeah, I'm just looking. There's a cafe there, and it's end of block.
I'm in that car park where that cafe is.
Coast Guard's at end of your block. Coast Guard building.
Yeah, right next to End Cottage.
Yeah, I parked at car park there and took Keenan and
Tracy to see. This is a little cafe smack bang opposite where we are.
Yeah, that's bloody handy. I mean, that cafe, I'd be.
Yeah,
but
it what?
It wasn't open.
Might only be open at the moment.
It weren't open, and I says to Chris, says it could be one of these that just open of a morning, or just open throughout the season. But the Lighthouse has got a cafe as well, hasn't it?
Yeah. That's why I parked at car park.
Yeah. Well, can you class it as a car park, Johnny? It's a bit of grass.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, they have got a cafe. Pardon me, at the Lighthouse.
I had my bloody rab then.
But yeah, And I says to Chris, this one that's opposite here, it's like all you've got to do is just go across road, Johnny, and that's it. The cafe's there, but there were no sign of life at all. So I says to Chris, probably it's like a seasonal opening, you know. They make the money.
Just have a look at morning.
Yeah, beach is only a couple of minutes down thing.
Yeah, about 350 yards away, I think Chris said.
Yeah, it's just a path. You can walk down a path.
That is a fucking steep path down to that Flamborough.
Chris told our Callum, he says, I don't mind coming with you, Callum. He says, but it's very steep.
Very steep.
Yeah, it looks like there's a cliff edge that you have to walk down to a load of steps to me.
It was Kevin McCann.
Yeah, it's like that, Richard. It's literally like that.
Who's Kevin McCann?
Tina down there. We were down there for about an hour. I'll come back up.
Chris says he's got a feeling, though, that they don't allow dogs on beach. You know, because it's sealed and whatever.
There will be dogs. No, because they can't get into the cove where seals are.
Oh, I don't know then.
No, the Flamborough Cove bit's just a bit further along to the left.
The reason a lot of places will let dogs on them.
Nobody can get down to that cove. You can't get down.
It's called Selwyn's Bay.
Honestly, the reason why a lot of places don't allow the pets anymore is because a lot of people won't control them and they'll run around and cause problems with other people.
Oh, no, it's a big thing, walking your dogs up. But she's on about the seals, but they're not in the same cove. You can't get into that cove.
And unfortunately, the people that won't control the animals, they just ban them then in places. And I think that's
not good. Ours just a bit further up road, Park Nest, and that looked a bit posh. So I'm wondering if that's.
I'll tell you something. I bet you've got a good mobile signal there, haven't you? Because bloody masses, isn't it?
Right on bikes.
Just in it. Bloody mobile masses at number one sky.
Cigarette, and I went, well, there's one thing. I says, we'll get a decent signal.
Yeah,
it's all right signal though.
It's like literally in the Coast Guard's back garden.
That's it. Yeah, I'm just looking at it now. It might not be a mobile mast. It might be something to do with Coast Guard. You never know. But
that bit on the end, that smaller building, that's a big bass speaker. Massive. I've heard that go off and off. You know, you don't want to be anywhere near that when it goes off.
We're talking like at end here, Johnny. We at number 2, and that one next to us is number 1, and right next to that is like a lifeguard station. And it's all glass frontage. I had to Google that. I didn't even. But yeah.
I remember I read the bloody sign on the machine that said what it was, and all. It just randomly goes off, like warning ships and that, but it's like a fucking sonic boom kind of sound. Anywhere near it, you bloody know about it. I wove and ate seals when the bloody cracked. I don't know if they were testing it or something, but you know. Bet seal jumped 3 foot on the sand when they fucking set that thing off. There's the lighthouse and then another building further down.
Oh, it says former Flamborough Coast Guard station to feature on Channel 4.
Right, I'm going to get off, Jeanette, love.
Okay. I'll not be going too long with St. Johnny because we're absolutely knackered. That is the building that's on end of our row.
That's it, yeah. Well, that was just being built when you look on Google Earth, all scaffolds up.
But that is the one that's next door but one.
Right, catch you later, Jeanette. Love, see you later, Richard.
I'm out too because I got to finish up something real quick before I.
Okay, then, Rosetta. I'll see you later.
Later.
Yeah, when we pulled up, I thought that were another arse or something. And then Chris says, when he come back from having a little walk, he says, it's a Coast Guard station kind of thing.
I'll tell you, some of the breakfast look all right there. Look at that bad boy.
Where's that at? Flamborough Lighthouse?
No, Cliff End Cafe.
Oh, Cliff End Cafe. Ooh.
Right. Full English breakfast.
Grand Design's new episode sees crumbling Coast Guard station in Flamborough transformed into beautiful bird-friendly home.
Bird-friendly home? What are they doing? Make it into a knocking shop?
Right, I'm just looking. Oh yeah, that was it before.
Yeah,
Richard, that were it before.
Well, that's what it looks like on Google Earth. It's got scaffolding up and stuff.
Yeah, well, that were before the. I've seen it, Amjad. Is that the thing that you're talking about, partners, with Coast Guard doody-da down here? It says Curse of the Grand Designs Coast Guard Station plan in Flamborough. But yeah, that row there, the white buildings, that's our cottages.
Mm.
But yeah, that is that now. It's done.
Yeah, I think that cafe's open till about 2 o'clock, I think.
Oh, it were later than that.
Said it does breakfast and lunch, it says.
Ah.
You can get it, you can have a takeout as well if you want.
Oh, that's even better. Because we don't know whether we're going to be able to go across there with biscuit and we can't leave them alone. What? Richard says they do breakfast till 2 o'clock and they'd also do takeout as well.
Yeah.
Until 2 o'clock, and I says, well, it were later than that when we got it.
Does it deliver across the road? So
he says, do they deliver? Yeah, that's it now, partners. That's exactly what it looks like now.
Yeah.
And that's what they did. I'm almost positive that mast is in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If you scroll down a bit, it shows you before and after.
Bloody fish and chips looks good there, I'll tell you that much.
We've been to a place called High Street Fisheries, and it's like literally 5 minutes away. And Chris weren't impressed. Overpriced.
You're always going to get out of these seaside places, unfortunately.
But yeah, I know Partners gave me addresses to a couple of places, but we were in a rush. We'd been shopping with, and Chris says, that one will do. Oh, I've got sniffles now. This is the one that has been to tonight. But that is actually in Flamborough. But yeah, I mean, they don't get me bad. They didn't taste bad or anything. They were just, I didn't rate it for the price that we paid. What's that cafe called? Cliff
End Cafe.
I know it'll Cliff so much or other. It's right, I'm just sending it to Chris.
Oh, there's 2 lighthouses there.
I know, I told Chris that other day.
They got the new one and the original one.
Says they've actually got 2 lighthouses.
Yeah, the original one's on the golf course.
There's one here.
On golf course.
What's it called?
It's on golf course, it is, the other lighthouse.
Baby, what's that building near golf course called? Chalk Tower.
Yeah. Well, it's actually on golf course. It's right next to first bloody green.
Richard says that all the lighthouse is on first green.
Yeah, it is. It's just next to first green. The first lighthouse.
That cafe thing, baby. Directions? Well, we don't need any directions, do we?
It's through bloody window.
I'm going to say, it's within spitting distance. I'll be able to spit at it through our bedroom window. Ooh. Oh, I couldn't eat one of them massive things. I'd have to have, you know, that second picture. It's got like 3 hash browns, 3 sausages. Imagine it ain't got no bacon on it. That's no good. Can't have a breakfast. It looks like they do outdoor seating as well at some point. Chip butty. See, they call it chip butty here.
Yeah.
There, it says 4 p.m. here. Well, it won't open at 4 p.m. No, it says but that's the cafe, but it says 4 p.m. Monday through to Sunday, 4 till 4. But it definitely weren't it won't open at 4 o'clock.
There's a restaurant just down the road as well, where Lighthouse is.
I know, it's adjoining Lighthouse.
Family restaurant.
Yeah.
Lighthouse car park.
Yeah. I says to Chris, I says, well, if that ain't opening morning, we'll go down there and...
Yeah, you can sit outside and everything.
Yeah, it's dog friendly as well, whereas we don't know about this one anyway.
Yeah, that cafe's not. I saw somebody on TripAdvisor complaining about it.
But yeah, it definitely won't, because it says on the one I've just looked at, opening hours till 4 o'clock. But we were here before 4 and it definitely weren't open. So unless it just closes at 2 p.m. during, I don't know. So, well, on that note, guys, I'm going to call it a night because I am absolutely shattered and I know Chris is. So I will see you. Don't forget Tracy's baking tomorrow evening, 9 o'clock. I'll come on panel with Tracy. Obviously just not be baking. So I'll see you all when I see you.
Bye.
I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye. That'd be good for drone flying. The drinking dinosaur.